Welcome to Dr. Loomis, and today is a particularly special day for everybody here because we're finally entering a film into the Dr. Loomis Hall of Fame. And that movie is the incredibly tense thriller / horror film Green Room.
Gentlemen, I hope you appreciate the situation. Things have gone south. No doubt.
Green Room pits a young punk band against a group of neo-Nazi skinheads after they witness a murder in an isolated and remote club somewhere in the Pacific Southwest. Now, the majority of the film is a Mexican standoff between the two sides. On the one side, you have the band, the Ain't Rights. They're locked in the Green Room, the room of the title. They have one gun and one hostage, and as they desperately try to figure a way to get themselves out of the room, the skinheads on the other side are desperately trying to find a way to get into the room to nullify the witnesses to the crime.
You're coming.
The film joins the likes of Misery and more recently 10 Cloverfield Lane, as it is an excellent picture filmed almost exclusively in one claustrophobic location. Two factors that make the movie of special note is the fact that this was in fact the last leading role taken on by Anton Yelchin before his untimely and tragic death at the far too young age of 27. The other thing that makes this film noteworthy is the fact that it contains a bravura performance from everybody's favourite Yorkshireman Patrick Stewart, who plays the leader of the villains, Darcy Banker. Now, both actors turn in very intense performances. Yelchin reveals an intensity and a fire that I'd never seen from him before in any of his previous pictures, whereas Patrick Stewart, it's good to see him playing the villain with restraint rather than going all Al Pacino, and it's also great to see him let loose playing an antagonist rather than the hero.
Now, whatever you saw or did is no longer my concern. But let's be clear. It won't end well.
Now, Green Room is a picture where violence has consequences. I've become very bored of the type of fighting and violence that you see in Marvel, DC movies, where someone can be punched, thrown off a building, thrown through a window, and never suffer the consequences. Well, in this film, everything that happens has a consequence. Any weapon used, whether it be a box cutter, a shotgun, or a machete, has a real impact on the characters and on the events of the film. This is certainly not a movie where your hero can get shot in the shoulder and then carry on as if nothing has happened. It is a movie that strives for realism. And it's also great to see a film like this that has no actual missteps. The characters act like real people, thrown into a nightmare situation. This is not a film where people make decisions that makes the audience scream out. Nobody would do that in real life. These feel like real characters reacting in a realistic way. Green Room ignores the trend that we're currently seeing of epic running times, and instead the film comes in at a gratifying 95 minutes, and it is a very effective 95 minutes also. It currently holds a Rotten Tomatoes score of 91%, and it is a great movie that nobody really got a chance to see. Green Room received only a very limited wide release, being shown in less than 800 cinemas, and it grossed just over $400,000. Now, its failure at the box office and the fact that it was not well promoted will, for me, forever remain a mystery, because this really is a quality picture that has failed to receive the recognition that I think it deserves. Well, all of that changes today as Green Room, we enter you into the Dr. Loomis Hall of Fame, a well-deserved place as well. What did you think of Green Room? Was it deserving of its place in the Dr. Loomis Hall of Fame, or do you think that we've praised it maybe just a little bit too much? Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Until next time, this is Dr. Loomis, signing off.